Vaheguru, 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 Vaheguru.
आयो सुनन पढ़न को बानी, नाम विसार लगे अनलालच, बिरथा जन्म परानी रहो। गुर मेरी पूजा गुरु गोबिंद, गुर मेरा पार ब्रह्म गुर भगवंत, गुर मेरा देव अलख अपेयो, सर्ब पूज चरण गुर सेओ। गुर बिन अवर नाही मैं थाऊं, अन दिन जपो गुरु गुर नाम रहो। गुर मेरा ज्ञान गुर दे ध्यान, गुर गोपाल पुरख भगवान। गुर की शरण रहो कर जोर, गुरु बिना मैं नाही होर। गुर बोहित तारे भव पार, गुर सेवा जमते छुटकार। अंधकार में गुर मंत्र उजारा, गुर कै संग सगल निस्तारा। गुर पूरा पाइयै वड भागी, गुर की सेवा दुख न लागी। गुर का शब्द न मेटै कोय, गुर नानक नानक हर सोए। गुर का शब्द न मेटै कोय, गुर नानक नानक हर सोए। गुरु प्रसाद संगत जी, रल मिल के फतेह बुलाने जी। वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह। We're very blessed today. We're talking about Guru's service. The greatest service a Sikh can do is to become a Sikh of the Guru. When we see the Guru ki seva, Asal which Maharaj is talking about becoming a servant of the Guru. When we give ourselves to our Guru, then we become his servant. Guru ki seva, Sadguru ki seva gakhdi, sir dije aap gavaye. To become a servant of the Guru is very awkward. Why is seva of Guru so awkward? Because Maharaj says sir dije aap gavaye. You give yourself and then you become his servant. Jithe assi mantar mangde hege hain, we get mantar when we become a servant of him by taking on Amrit, by taking the Guru's Amrit that he's given us. Today we're going to talk a lot about that as well, because this, what we started, the Katha, is now of the Svaiye. And this is one of the Panj Amrit Diya Baniya. The third one that every Gur Sikh must read every morning. So this is prescribed. When they make Amrit, when people take Amrit from Panj Pyare, they read these Banis. We've done Japji Sahib now, Jap Sahib, and now Svaiye. There's only 10 Svaiye, it's very small actually. It's the smallest of the Amrit Diya Baniya. It's part of a bigger Bani though. It's part of the Bani of Akaal Ustat. Akaal Ustat by Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. Maharaj wrote Akaal Ustat at the same time as when they wrote Sri Jap Sahib. You can see Jap Sahib comes first, and then comes one part of Akaal Ustat, of the Svaiye. Some people have started saying stuff like, oh, it's not Amrit Bani. But if it makes Amrit, then it is Amrit Bani, you can't make Amrit with something that's not Amrit Bani. So, Akaal Ustat is Amrit Bani. In the old days, nowadays we say Sikhi is 3 things. Many people say Sikhi is a Naam Japna, Vand ke Shakna, ate Kirt Karni. These 3 things. But Sasangat ji, this is Gyani Gyan Singh and Pai Veer Singh made that one up. Not made it up, but they summarized Sikhi with those 3. But in the older days, they used to have a saying, ki puja Akaal ki, parcha Shabad ka, didar Khalse ka. That's what Sikhi used to be. Those 3 things were how they would describe Sikhi. Ki Sikhi is ki first thing puja. Puja means worship. Puja Akaal ki. Akaal. Kal meaning time. So the one who is Akaal is the one outside of time. That means because outside of time, he's always at the same time. He's not like us that every second we move from time to time. He's outside of it. So the Rabb has been true at the beginning, true when the time started, and then true now, and true forever. Always just true. If you were to look at Rabb, it's always such. There's never a situation ki buddha ho gaya, purana ho gaya, replace him. We're not such like that. We'll come and go. We are Kaal. Asi Kaljug jeev hege, asi Kaal. We die from Kaal. But he is Akaal. And also Kaal means not just time but death. So he's Akaal, he's cannot be killed. Puja Akaal ki. To worship that which is outside of time, to worship that which is immortal, cannot be killed. Puja Akaal ki. And then Parcha, Shabad ka. We're sitting here in Tan Guru Granth Sahib Ji Hazuri. Maharaj says Pothi Parmeshwar ka Than. The Pothi is where God is. Now, if you look at Islam, they will say that they bow down to the Kaaba, but that's not where God is. But some of them did get confused when Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj went there, and they said ki, oh, that's where the house of God is. And then Maharaj said, no, God is everywhere. But a Sikh is perfectly able to say that God is everywhere and also God is in Guru Granth Sahib Ji. Hai na? Because Pothi Parmeshwar ka Than. Vaho Vaho Bani Nirankar hai. Tis Jevad avar na koi. Guru Shabad is like God to us. Why is Guru Shabad like God to us? When Guru Shabad comes to our house, if Guru Granth Sahib Ji came to a house, we treat it like God came to our house. That house might never have been cleaned as much as also on that day when Guru Granth Sahib Ji comes to that house. Huh? Then, what else? Everything that you don't want to have in that house on that day disappears. Yeah? And those families that aren't already living the Sikhi Ret, that house gets a vacuum clean and a purification of all the stuff you don't want to have there. Hai na? Because God's come in it. Theek hai na? Guru Granth Sahib Ji for us is Akaal Purkh. If you were to carry God with you anywhere, where would you put him? On top of your head. Huh? The Guru Granth Sahib Ji travels on top of the head of the Gursikhs. So, Puja Akaal ki. Then Parcha Shabad ka. Shabad we said is God, but in the Shabad form, in the written form, Parcha. Parcha means ki khoj karni. To look inside something, to actually abhyas karna. Read it again and again, and find God in there. So at the end of the Ardas, and we say ki, Jo Prabh ko mele bo chahe, khoj Shabad mele. You want to find God, Maharaj says, look in the Shabad. So a Sikh doesn't have to go anywhere but the Shabad itself. And then Maharaj says, Didar, Khalse ka. Didar means to have the vision. Ki milna. Who are we going to go and find when we want to meet our Guru? Where we're going to go and meet him? We're going to find him by worshipping God. Find him inside the Shabad, but also we're going to find him in the Khalsa. The Khalsa is Guru's form. If we want to ask our Guru a question, then we can go and ask the Khalsa question. The problem is now, we talked about last week, is the Khalsa is hard to find. The world wants the Didar of the Khalsa. The Sikhs want to see the Khalsa. But the Khalsa is hard to find. Because the Khalsa has gone back to being 9 to 5 Joy blogs. Yeah? The Khalsa is no longer seen. When things go wrong in the world, there ain't no Khalsa army. I was talking to my little one, I said to him, you know the problems in the world, wouldn't it be nice? Wouldn't it be nice if the Khalsa army went and solved those problems? And he goes, yeah. I said, shouldn't they do that? He said, yeah. I said, you know what? There isn't one. There is no Khalsa army to go and solve the problems of the world. And he's a bit sad. And I want him to feel that dukh. Because I want him to think, then he should do it, you know? When he gets older, he should feel that dukh and do something about it. And last week, a lot of us were quite upset about the things that are going on in our Panth. But this is called ki Panth da dard. To feel the dard of the Panth, to feel the pain of the problems in the Panth, is the first step towards solving the problems. If you've got no dard for the problems, how can you even take a step towards solving them? Apne aap nu dukh lage na, then the person does something. If it's a problem outside, you hear about, oh, this has happened, that's happened. It's a statistic in the newspaper. When we feel that pain ourselves, then we will do something about it. So Maharaj says ki this is Sikhi. Puja Akaal ki, Parcha Shabad ka, and then finally Didar Khalse ka. So if the Panth is not inspired, well, we've got Shabad, but maybe we're not looking into it. Yeah? We've got Akaal Purakh, maybe we're not worshipping Akaal Purakh. And finally, maybe we can't see the Khalsa. And that might be part of the problem. Now these things, they're actually the same as when Guru Gobind Singh Ji was asked, Ki Maharaj, what are you? By Nandlal Ji asked Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Ki Daso Tusi, what are you? And Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj said, I have 3 forms. They said Sargun, Nirgun and Gur Shabad. 3 roop. And they said to Bhai Nandlal Ji, Sun lo. Nandlal Ji, suno, dhyan naal, these are my 3 forms. The ones we just talked about. Because the Nirgun form is Akaal Purakh. And that is the form of Guru as well. Because Bhai Gurdas Ji describes Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj as Ik Baba Akaal Roop, Duja Rababi Mardana. That he is a form of Akaal. So, Guru is our puja because he is Akaal. He is not subject to life and death. Look, he lived in 10 lives. Is he subject to life and death? Who in this world can say that they've lived 10 lives consecutively? Guru Nanak Dev Ji can say that. Sare, they all call themselves Nanak. Then, Parcha Shabad ka. Guru is Shabad. Bani Guru, Guru hai Bani. Vich Bani Amrit Sare. Gurbani kehai sevak jan manai. Partakh Guru Nistare. Shabad is Guru, Guru is a Shabad. So to find Guru, you look in Guru. Find Guru. Simple, innit? Find his words. So maybe if we're doing Parcha, search, that means maybe we're not doing Parchar of Shabad as well. Parchar karna chahida of Shabad. All we want to do is join people to Bani here. That's what we bring people. I say, learn about Bani. Because that's Guru. Then the final, Didar Khalse ka. Maharaj said that he's got 3 forms, Sargun, Nirgun, Gur Shabad. Sargun form is Khalsa. The physical form is a Khalsa. And even Japji Sahib confirms these 3 things. Some people say Guru Gobind Singh Ji said it. But it's in Japji Sahib. Maharaj says, Gurmukh. When I find what Guru is, Gurmukh Nadang, Gurmukh Vedang, Gurmukh Rahya Samai. Maharaj says he Gurmukh Nad, the sound, that sound, which is the primal sound, is inside every single person, is actually Akaal Purakh. He is in the sound. He is inside all of us. He's not just inside me, you, and not the people out there that are not Sikhs. Every single person has that Nad, the light of God inside them, the primal sound. Maharaj says in Bani, in Japji Sahib Maharaj says, Kat kat vajah Nad. In every single heart is that Nad of God. When Guru Gobind Singh describes that 3rd form of them, the Nirgun form, they say the same 2 letters, Kat kat. Inside every single heart is that light of God. Sab mein hai jyot, jyot hai soy. Tiste chanan, sab mein chanan hoy. Now God is not just light, you see. We start thinking about God being light. God is also sound. Nad. Can't describe him as one thing. Somebody asked, what do you mean by light? I said, it's an analogy. It's not actually light. When we cut the body open, we can't actually see a little shining light inside someone. It's an analogy. So another thing you could say is, everybody's got the sound inside them, and that sound is God. Just like at the beginning of the Bible, it said in the beginning was the Word, and the Word was God. God is sound as well, Nad. And then, Bani says, Sabe kat Ram bole, Rama bole, Ram bina ko bole re. And everybody, God speaks, The sound of God is inside everybody. Now also, the Ved. What is the Ved? Gurmukh Nadang, Akaal Purakh Vaheguru. Gurmukh Vedang. Ved means the knowledge, the wisdom, the Shabad. We've got the same thing here. Gurmukh Ved. Vedang. Ved means wisdom. Guru's wisdom is written down for us in the Shabad. And finally, Gurmukh Rahya Samai. That person who listens to the sound, the primal sound inside them, who listens to the actual Shabad of the wisdom of Guru, finally becomes absorbed in Vaheguru, becomes absorbed in Guru, and they become the physical form of Guru. Gurmukh Rahya Samai. So, all of this is about Guru, you see. Gurbani is Guru, the Shabad is Guru, and Guru is Akaal Roop. That's why we can happily say we worship our Guru. Some people get this a bit confused outside. They start saying, oh, you guys, we don't worship our Guru. Guru never said worship me. But Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj is saying clearly, Gur meri puja. Guru is my worship. Gur Gobind. Gur mera par Brahm. Gur Bhagavant. Guru is all these things. Don't reduce Guru. There's no need to reduce Guru to what people say he is. That he's a person. Make him the biggest thing in your life. Make him the most important person in your life. He is God. He is Akaal Roop. Maharaj says next, Gur mera Deo, Alak Apeo. Alak means you can't even see him. He's that deep, we can't even get him. He's that deep. That's why when it says Gurmukh Nadang, Gurmukh Vedang, Gurmukh Rahya Samai, then Maharaj says Gur Isar, Gur Gorakh, Barma Gur. All these deities that people were praying to before, Maharaj says Guru is bigger than all of those. And then Gur and Parvati Mai. Every single deity bows to Guru Nanak. He is the avatar of Kaljug. Yesterday we were doing Prachar in street Prachar in Ilford. And this Hindu guy, I said, are you Sikh? He said, no. I said, oh, do you go Gurdwara? He goes, yeah. So he was a Hindu guy, I like going to Gurdwara. So I gave him a leaflet. We were talking and I said, who is the avatar of Kaljug then? And he stopped. I said, well, do you believe in Krishna? He goes, yeah. Believe in Ram? Yeah. Vishnu? Yeah. But who's Kaljug? They haven't got an answer. They're still waiting for Kaljug avatar. But Kaljug avatar is already here. It's Guru Nanak. Kal Avtaran Guru Nanak Aya. It's not the case that we've come from Hinduism. So the Hindus haven't woken up that the avatar of Kaljug is already here. Bani is telling us, they say Kalki avatar, Nehkalank avatar. Maharaj says, in Jap Sahib, Kalankang bina Nekalanki sarupe. That comes up in Jap Sahib. Kalank means with a dog, with some kind of mistake. Kalankang bina. That Guru is pure, God is pure. Kalankang bina, and then Nehkalanki sarupe. Again, Nehkalank means without any single mistake. Pura. Nehkalank sarupe. Our Guru is the very form, because he makes no mistakes. He is perfect. Andin Japo Guru Gurnau. So, Guru is that being, we can chant his name and get mukti. Just chant his name. We could say Tan Guru Nanak, and if you could just chant that, we would get mukti. He's that powerful. So Akaal Ustat, let's go back to Akaal Ustat. So why I go into Akaal, this Puja Akaal ki, Parcha Shabad ka, and Didar Khalse ka, is that Guru Gobind Singh Ji is given Akaal Ustat, how to do praise of Akaal. Want to worship Akaal, Maharaj has given us a whole bani about worshiping Akaal. Akaal di Ustat karni. Ustat means to praise. And they wrote it when they were 16 years old actually, very young. Now, in this, there's two, although they said it when they were 16, when they were about 20 years old, twice Guru Gobind Singh Ji said this bani, Tav Prasad Svaiye. Some people call it Sravag Sud Svaiye, some people call it Sudha De Svaiye, or Das Svaiye, because there's Teti Svaiye as well, by Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Now, This Bani was said twice on 2 occasions that we should know about. Because Maharaj felt it appropriate at that time on a historic occasion to utter this Bani as an answer to somebody. Like, somebody might come up and ask you a question, you might give them a Bani talk that you know about. When 2 times Guru Gobind Singh Ji said this Bani as an answer. The first time, very interesting story, it was when somebody called Ratan Rai, Raja Ratan Rai, came to meet him. Now, who was Ratan Rai? He came to Anandpur Sahib. Maharaj got the Bani in Paonta Sahib. They then moved to Anandpur Sahib. He was a son of somebody called Raja Ram Singh. Now, Raja Ram Singh, he wasn't a Singh like we're Singhs. It was a common surname back then for the kings. Raja Ram Singh, he didn't have a son. And Tan Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji had come to that place where Raja Ram Singh was from. I think he was from down south. He was from Assam, just all the way out there. And he came to Guru's Sharan hoping to get blessed. Now our Guru is Ichha Purak, Sarab Sukhdata. He can fulfill all our desires. So when he came to Guru, he didn't ask. He kept quiet. Onu sharam aa rahi si as the Raja to ask. But when they put in, Maharaj said to him, Hanji, he kept quiet. And somebody said, he's become old now, but he hasn't got a kid. So he wants a child. Obviously the king would want a son at that time, take over the kingdom as well. So Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji at that time had a stamp. They took that stamp, more, and they put it to that guy's thigh. And they put it in, they said, see that mark? You're now going to have a son, and he'll be a Sikh who'll take birth in your place, in your house. And he'll have that mark on his matha. That's the nishani. So in due course, a child was born, a boy was born to that king. And they called him Ratan Rai. And that was Ratan Rai that came to meet Guru Gobind Singh Ji. At the same time Ratan Rai was born, very similar time, Guru Gobind Singh Ji was born to Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. Because Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was out doing parchar. Their son was born in Patna Sahib. Tan Guru Gobind Singh Ji. We know the story, when Pir Bikhan Shah travelled to see Guru Gobind Singh Ji. But Satsang Ji, at the same time, Ratan Rai was born in Assam as well. Now, when he got older, his father passed away. Just like Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji was Shaheed in Delhi. So Ratan Rai became the king. But you know how sometimes we forget the promises we made to our Guru? In the same way, Ratan Rai's parents stopped telling him, his mother stopped telling him about that nishani on his matha and what it meant, that he was a Sikh who would come back into this life as a blessing of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji. And when he got older, about 20 years old, he started looking at this mark on his forehead, kept trying to rub it off, it wasn't coming off. So he finally asked his mum, he said, did I get into some kind of fight or battle or something when I was younger? Why have I got this mark on my forehead? That's when the mother said to him, Ki put, it's a long story behind your birth, long story behind that nishan. It was blessed to you by Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji, that you are actually a Sikh, and you were born into this life by his blessings. So Ratan Rai then said, I want to go meet the Guru that blessed me to be born. But Ratan Rai found out that Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji had become Shaheed already. So then he went to meet Padshahi Dasvi, the 10th Guru. So he went away, he went to Anandpur Sahib, travelled a long way to meet the King of Kings. The king, he was his king actually. Ratan Rai was a king, but Rajan ke Raja, Maharajan ke Maharaja is our Guru. So Ratan Rai travelled then to Anandpur Sahib to meet Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj. And when he met him, he came with some gifts. Now these gifts are important because the second time this Bani gets read out, it's over these gifts. You see. So he brought with him a hathi, a Prasadi hathi it was called. It was a white elephant, very valued by the kings. Now obviously he'd found out he'd been born this way, so he wanted to impress Guruji. And this hathi could do Chor Sahib. It's pretty impressive hathi, yeah? Then also, he brought some chandani, sandalwood, which was made a throne over Guru Sahib. And also, he brought a shastar, which is called a Panch Shastra. It's like a Shastra that's got 5 weapons within it. So he bought these gifts, came to meet Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and he asked him for advice. Ki Maharaj, you are the Guru, your father blessed me to be born, give me some bachan. Basically, when you find out you should be learning from this person, you go and ask for advice, right? What should I do? Guru Gobind Singh Ji, when they met him, they recognized obviously who they were, who he was straight away. And then Guru said something very interesting. He said, look, your nishani has brought you to me. That sign, that nishani of the Guru. Wherever Guru does kirpa, is always a nishani. We say even in Japji Sahib, Amul Baksis, Amul Nisan. Priceless is his kirpa, and priceless is the nishani of that kirpa, the sign of that kirpa. And when you see a Gursikh, you can see the signs of the kirpa of Guru. If they got their kakars on, you can recognize ki enu amrit di daat mili hui hai. They were blessed by taking amrit. That's the kirpa of Guru's nishani. And Ratan Rai was then reminded that wherever Guru Sahib puts his more, that coin has to come back to him. More means a stamp. And in fact, that same word more is exactly what Guru Gobind Singh Ji uses when they talk about the Kesh. When Maharaj wrote a letter to the Kabul Sangat, the Sangat here now, who know about that Hukamnama. Because Guru Gobind said send a Hukamnama to the Kabul Sangat. And they said, Kesh rakhne hai, eh Guru di more hai, eh hamari more hai. Guru Gobind Singh is saying, this is my stamp upon you as a Sikh. That wherever you go, you cannot hide who you are. Because the stamp of Guru shines out. And in fact, if we look at our kids now, sometimes people say, let the kids keep their kesh when they get older. That doesn't make any sense, you see. If you're born into a Sikh family, you should keep their kesh from a very young age. So that's the nishani that they belong to Guru. Just like Ratan Rai had it on his matha, then the children should have it on their head. And when they get older, they're going to ask the question, Mum, why do I have this turban? Why do I have this patka? They're going to ask their dad. If they don't look different from other people outside, they won't ask that question. So it is a hukum from the Guru, and it is in the Akaal Rat Maryada as well, that no Sikh should cut the hair of their child. Because if other times children were prepared to be chopped into pieces and not have their hair cut, then how can a Sikh today bring their own children to the barbers? If you can't keep your kesh as a parent, benti hegi hai, keep the hair of your child. In the old days, the Hindus would give one child to the Panth. Now you imagine that. They're doing that. They would keep the case of their own children for the Guru. To get the Guru's bakshish upon the whole family, they would give one child to the Guru. Because it's true. If one child in a family becomes a good Sikh, the whole family will get blessed. It's not the case that, oh, bichara vyani hoega. No. If one person takes Amrit in a family, the whole family will get blessed. They wanted the blessings of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, they made one Sikh into a good Sikh. If we want the blessings of our Guru, then let's not harm the hair on our own children's head. So when they get older, then when Maharaj, they turn around and say to Guru Sahib, at least they will ask before they cut their hair. They had it their whole life. At least they will ask, what is Sikhi? Why should I keep it? It will be easier for that child. So A Benti Sigi, to remember the story of Ratan Rai, the Maharaj said, look, this is the nishani of Guru Tegh Bahadur Ji has brought you to become a Sikh now. And at that time, when he asked for advice, then Guru Gobind Singh Ji read out these Svaiye. It's interesting because in this Svaiye you will hear a lot of advice about Raje. You will hear the advice Maharaj gives to kings. And that's an important thing to us all to remember. It talks about losing the love for the world and becoming attached to the love of Waheguru, Bairag. Bairag has got two parts to it. One is to understand that this world is false and only God is real. So we lose the love for the world, but we get love for Guru. We get love for God. It's not losing love, it's gaining a much stronger love. And other loves pale in comparison. Maharaj says, Sachi Preet, Ham Tumsyo Jori, Tumsyo Jori, Avar Sang Tori. So it's about love. It's about destroying our ahankar, our attachment to the world. And also, it tells us what we shouldn't aim for. Just like Raja Ratan Rai was then told what he shouldn't aim for. The second time this Shabad was read out by Guru Gobind Singh Ji was also to another Raja, Raja Bhim Chand. Raja Bhim Chand, because of these gifts of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, he heard that look at this Guru, he's got an elephant doing his chore, Sahib. Not every elephant could do it, you see. But this one that was destined for Guru Gobind Singh Ji's Sangat was destined to do that chore, Sahib, of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Now, Bhim Chand came to meet Guru Gobind Singh Ji. And Maharaj said, what do you want, Bhim Chand? Because Maharaj said, I'll bless you. Guru Sahib gives to everybody that comes to his door. Jo bhi aanda haiga, Maharaj blesses. Because they are de da de, lande thak paye. So what happens is, Bhim Chand says, Maharaj, give me the elephant. What he wanted was that people would do his vava with the elephant, you see. Maharaj says, I can't give you the elephant. It's not for you. It's a gift to me. I can't give it to you. So over that thing, there was then later, that was one of the reasons why Bhim Chand got into a battle with Guru Gobind Singh later on. And the battle of Pangani, you can go to India, you can see where the battle was fought. That battle was over these things, that those people wanted to get rid of Guruji. And Maharaj said, then we're going to have a battle. We're not going to back down now. That was the first battle of Guru Gobind Singh Ji, Bhim Chand. And you can see that place, a little story about that place. That's where Guru Gobind Singh Ji was hit by an arrow. Maharaj says, ki jabe baan lagyo, tabe ros jagyo. That was there. There's a tree there. That was where Guru Gobind Singh Ji was standing. I've been to that tree. Where Maharaj was standing is at the top of a plain. They had a good vantage point from there. You could see everything. When they were hit by the arrow on that tree, a little bit of blood came out of Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Because they hit the Kamar Kasa. And the Kamar Kasas were very strong. So they stopped the arrow because it was a far away as well that he fired. Maharaj, because the love of that tree for Guru Gobind Singh Ji, because they'd stayed there, that tree, every single leaf in that tree has a hole inside it. And I've seen this tree and I can tell you, every single patta has a hole inside it. The earth loved our Guru. The trees loved our Guru. Even now, that tree, 300 more years later, remembers Guru Gobind Singh Ji, and every single one of his patte has a little hole inside it. So we think our Guru is doing miracles. The whole world is a miracle. The whole world is a miracle, worshipping our Guru. So Maharaj says, they start off, Ik Oankar Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. The one who made the whole world with just a sound. The one who is above. He is the sustainer, the creator, the sustainer and the destroyer. Above all these three things. The one who is inside us and is everywhere. Ik Oankar Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh. Let victory belong to Vaheguru, not to just us but to Vaheguru. Padshahi Dasvi. The 10th king, the 10th light of Guru Nanak Dev Ji Maharaj. Tav Prasad Svaiye. Maharaj, by your kirpa. Guru Gobind Singh is saying this is Ilahi Bani, this is by their kirpa. Maharaj says. Svaiye. Now what's Svaiye? Svaiye is a chal. It's a style. Like we have Dohire. Yeah. We have Chopai. We have loads of different shabads in Bani. Ashpadiyan, Dopade. Svaiye is a style. And because the style is a chal to singing it. And every single Svaiye has the same chal. You can sing it in the same way. So read the first one out in its entirety and then do quick katha of it. Maharaj says, Sravag Sudh Samu Siddhan ke dekh priyo kar jog jati ke Sura Surardan Sudh Sudhadik Sant Samuh Anek Mati ke Sare hi desh ko dekh rahe ho mat ko na dekhet pranpati ke Sri Bhagwan ki paye kripa hu te ek rati bin ek rati ke श्री भगवान की पाए कृपा हूँ ते एक रति बिन एक रति के. So you can see there's a little chal to it as well. We should learn that chal. It will make it easier to read Svaiya that we haven't read before. So Maharaj says, Sravak Sudh. Sravak means those monks out there. It means Sravak. The word is Sravak actually, but it's written here Sravak. Sravak means the monks. So you got monks in every kind of religion out there. Buddhism, Jainism, even Hinduism. You got monks. They live away from the world. Sravak Sudh. Sudh means they keep sucham. They keep very pure. If you look at monks, they're quite obsessed with that kind of thing. Especially the ones in India. Obsessed with keeping clean. Sudh. Sucham rakhna. Sravak Sudh. Samuhu. Samuhu means all. All the Sravak Sudh. Every single type of monk in the world that looks after purity, Maharaj has seen all of them. And then this word Samuhu is like a Dilli Deepak is called. Dilli Deepak means it's a word that's in between two parts of Bani. It applies this way and that way. So Sravaka Sudha Samuhu and Samuhu Siddhan ke. So it applies both ways. Siddhan means the Siddhas. The Siddhs, all the Siddhs in their houses, Siddhan in their houses. Maharaj says, Dekh Priyo Kar Jog Jati ke. Dekh means to see, Firyo means to wander around. They've wandered around, they've seen all the houses of these the yogis and the jati. Those people who have won over their bodies, they won over their senses, they would never get married. They were called jati in those days, jatis. So they've seen all the houses. Houses means the dere of these people. Maharaj means I've seen the whole world, seen all the monks, seen all the yogis, seen all the jatis. They travel around, they've seen these people. Maharaj says, Sura Surardhan Sud Sudadik Sant Samu Anek Matike. Sur means the warriors. Surardhan. This word Surardhan means, the first word means Sur. Sur meaning the Devi Devte. Ardhan means the people that hate them, their enemies. Like says Job Sahib, ki Karunaliya hai, Ar Kaliya hai. Ar means the enemies of. So, who are the enemies of Devi Devte? The demons. Yeah? Guru Gobind Singh said Chandi Diwar that they made the Sirje Dano Devte, then under Bad Rachaya. They made the Devi and Devte and the demons, and between them they made enmity. So God did that. So the enemies of the Sur are the Sur can mean also the Devi Devte and their enemies, which are the demons. Sura Surardhan Sud Sudhadik. Sud again, people who are trying to become pure. Sudhadik. Sudha means Amrit here. Not Sud but Sudha. The word Sudha means Amrit. That's why Sudha de Svaiye means Amrit de Svaiye. So the Sudha, these people, they drink Amrit. They live off that Amrit. So they don't eat Sudhadik. Their support is Sudha. Their support is Amrit. So they don't drink normal food. They live off Amrit. Sura Surardhan Sud Sudhadik Sant Samuhu Anek Matike. They've seen the Devi Devte. They've seen the warriors of the world. They've seen those souls that don't even eat anything. They live up in the mountains maybe. They've seen those people that are sants. You got loads of sants nowadays. Yeah? All over the place. Popping up more sants in Punjab than people probably. Then, Anek Matike. Anek Mati means of all the different types. All the different types. Anek Matike. Anek means infinite. Mati means the wisdom, the thought, the kind of belief system out there. All of them, Maharaj says. They've seen all these people then. Sare hi des ko dekh rahe ho, mat ko na dekhet pran pati ke. They've seen the whole world, but they haven't seen one person. Sare hi des. All the countries in the world, Guru Gobind Singh Ji says they've seen. Now, we might think, they never travel that much. Maharaj is Antarjami, they've seen everything. There's nothing that's invisible to Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Then they said, see all these places, Mat then, but, ko na dekhyat pranpati ke. Pranpati means the husband of our breath. Prana de pati. The husband Lord of our breath, who gives us breath, pran. Maharaj says, I've seen the whole world, no one belongs to God. The word ke is important. Ke. They belong to God. Everybody thinks God belongs to them, innit? No one says, I belong to God. You see, everybody thinks they got qabza over God. And we got God, you ain't got God. You got to join us to get God. Maharaj is saying, no one says, we belong to God. Pranpati ke. What does the Khalsa say then? Vaheguru Ji ka Khalsa. We belong to Vaheguru. And then they say, what do we work for? Vaheguru Ji ki Fateh. Dekhiya na? That Fateh, look how Maharaj has put it right in the very beginning. Ki yaad rakhna, we belong to Vaheguru, we work for Vaheguru. Nahi ki Vaheguru belongs to us and Vaheguru works for us. No, we work for them. That's actually what becoming Amritari means. You now work for God. Congratulations. Sri Bhagavan. Sri means Shromani. Shromani Bhagavan means Vaheguru. Shromani Bhagavan. The only one, true one, is Vaheguru, God. Sri Bhagavan ki paaye kripa hoon te ek rati bin ek rati ke. If we have paaye and kripa, paaye means love, kripa means grace. If we have the love and the grace, who means is there. If we have Sri Bhagavan ki paaye kripa, te, then what happens? Te ek rati. Then we become absorbed. Rati here means to be absorbed in God. Ek rati. Bin means if we didn't have it, then if we didn't have the love and the grace of Vaheguru, what would be our worth? Bin ek rati ke. We're not even worth one little bit of paisa. You know, they have coins. Rati was the smallest form of coin. It can be also like a dust, almost like worthless. Maharaj is saying, if we don't have the love and the grace of Akaal Purkh Vaheguru, then you may as well be like dust. Sri Bhagavan ki paaye kripa hoon te ek rati. Then we become absorbed with God. We can't get to God unless we have these two things. Paaye, love, and kripa. Kripa means grace. That God is happy with us. We love God, but God must also be happy with us. Then, ek rati. Then we become ratte, ishq khudai. We become absorbed in the love for God. Bin ek rati ke. But without these things, koi fayda nahi. We're going to do a Shabad now. And next week we'll go on a bit further into this meaning of what does it mean, ek rati bin ek rati ke. So Benji is going to sing a Shabad. Ki, what is the way to get this love? What is the way to have the kirpa of Akaal Purkh Vaheguru? Maharaj says, Naam japoho mere sajan saina, Naam bina main avar na koi, vade bhag gurmukh har lena. As a Gurmukh nadang, Gurmukh vedang, Gurmukh rahya samai. We listen to the sound inside us of God by saying Vaheguru, Vaheguru. Listen deep. This Naam will come alive. And then Maharaj says, my friends, Naam Japo. Maharaj will call us our friends in this Bani many times. Yeah? He says, listen everybody, without love you can't find God. So how do we find God? By saying the name. Naam is love. Yeah? Amrit Vela Sach Nao Vadiyai Vichar. But how do we say Naam ki pakhya pao apar? The love. We have to speak in the language of love. So Satsang ji, as Maharaj says in this ki, naam bina nahi jeevya jaye. That should be our state. The only way to get to that state is to keep on doing it. I wanted to tell you a story, quick story, 1 minute story. Sant Mani Singh was a UK Mahapurukh. Somebody from this country, very spiritually high state. And some lady came to him once. She said, ki, I want to become a Gursikh, I want to feel God. I can't feel God. Meri avastha nahi vad rahi. I can't feel, my spiritual state isn't going higher. He said, ki tusi mool mantra jaap karya karo. Mool mantra. She said, I've done that a lot. Main to bahut kita. And Sant Mani Singh said, that means she didn't even do it at all. Because Satsang ji, Sikhi is not ki bas bahut kita and we should get it by now. It's about keep on doing it. Keep on doing it. Naam bina nahi jeevya jaye. If somebody, Sant Mani Singh said, if somebody says that I've done enough of it, that means they didn't even do it in the first place. Because Jinu, the person who gets that level, they don't say ki bahut ho gaya. They say, Madho, jal ki pyas na jaye. The fish isn't content in the water, the fish is even more hungry for the water. Madho jal ki pyas na jaye. If somebody had done Mool Mantra properly, they would always say, I haven't done enough. I need more. I need more, I need more, I need more. They will never say ki bahut ho gaya. That's why he said, you haven't even done it at all, BBG. That's the truth about us. If we get tired of Simran, that means we haven't even done Simran yet. Or at least Simran hasn't even done us yet. Simran does us over. We feel the effects of it. That's the value of Naam. We're trying to experience God. Jal mein hai, agar uthi adkai. Within the water, Kabir ji says, I feel even more fire for Naam, for that water. While we're in now, we want even more Naam. The Mahapurukhs never said there's not enough Naam Simran. They said, I wish I had more time. Wish I had more time. At the end of that, Kabir ji finished off, Tu Satgur ho notan chela, keh Kabir mil sa ant ki bela. Kabir ji says, I am a notan chela, brand new disciple. Main hale shuru hi kita hai. Hon dekho Panji's taken Amrit now, that means yesterday she's notan chela. She's a brand new chela. But we're all brand new. If we get to this state of Kabir ji, we will feel that we just started on this path. We've done nothing yet. We've done nothing yet. Hale shuru hoya kam. That's how our state should be. Not bahut ho gaya. We just started. But those people that think the basics isn't for them. But Kabir ji is saying, I just started on this path. Keh Kabir mil. Kabir ji says, Milo menu Vaheguru, Milo menu ant ki bela. Main haar gaya. I could die any minute now. Now just meet me. Our pyas for Amrit should be the same. If I die tomorrow, having not taken Amrit, that would be the worst thing ever. Who knows who's going to survive till next week? Kenu pata hai? You know what car crashes are like. Don't get scared. What I'm saying is, we should be loving Sikhi that much ki rehna nahi. Naam bina nahi jeeviya jaye. So we're going to finish off there. Luckily, we're going to do Simran now. Because you can't keep it here. They're going to do a lot of Sahib Simran. So my benti is stay for a little bit. If we're going to say Naam Japo mere Sajan say, let's say Vaheguru with them. Yeah? So let's stay, let's say Vaheguru together. Puna Chokka Dikhe Bakshin Ji, Dev Sajne Seesariya, Jo Hove, Sahib Syo Mel, Vaheguru Ji Ka Khalsa, Vaheguru Ji Ki Fateh.